هلا والله شو اخباركم؟ ايش تسوون؟ وياكم اخوكم احمد نشيط من قناه دفزجيم موقع دفزجيم.net. والحين احنا في هونغ كونغ وعندنا مقابله مع مخرج لعبه فيفا السيد كاز، وراح نتكلم وياه عن كل شيء. الاسئله اسئلتكم واسئلتي، فراح نبدا. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm a huge FIFA fan. And I love the next generation. The whole mechanic, it seems like it's the next generation. I tried it at E3 and it's awesome. I wish that we had a hands-on today for the next generation.
Yeah.
So all the questions here are from the Arab gaming community. We asked them to ask the question.
Hello, people.
So the first question: after adding the Saudi League to FIFA 13, are you thinking of adding more leagues from the Middle East to FIFA 14?
Right. So we're always looking for opportunity, right? As you know, your territory is definitely important for us. There's a huge soccer community there as well.
Yeah.
We don't know yet how far we're gonna get to, but we're always trying to acquire more license for sure.
The commentators from the game, Assam Shawali and Abdullah Harbi, on their Twitter account, they said that the Kuwaiti League and the UAE League will be in FIFA 14. Is that a rumor or?
I think it's just a rumor, and we haven't announced anything yet. So, just waiting for more announcement.
The second question, can you tell us about the career mode? What's new with the career mode this year?
Yeah, so career mode, we have a scouting systems, which allowed user to discover new players. We have so many players in the game, and it's almost impossible to find some good players, right? So the scouting systems really help user to find somebody you never knows, but rising stars. And the hope that we can have that system to help user to start talk about those players. That's why this key feature is really key for us.
Can you tell us more about the Ultimate Team? We've seen today in the presentation what you added. Can you tell us more about the Ultimate Team?
Yes.
And we have a problem. That's the most asked question today on Twitter. Everyone is asking me, are you gonna remove the handicap, or you're gonna still have the handicap in Ultimate Team?
I don't know handicap, which means handicap.
Handicap is when you select a team and the other team is, let's say, much more weaker. They will activate the handicap and both teams will be equal. So if your team is gold and the other team is silver, if you activate the handicap, then that means that both teams will be equal.
I don't actually know that I think it's a particular game mode in the Ultimate Team.
It's in all the Ultimate Team, it's season and head-to-head, we always have handicap.
I mean, we want to make sure that the online game to be as fun as possible, right? And well, it depends what kind of player you have, right? Because you change that how you want to play a game. And the FIFA 14, we will be talking more details on how we're going to change that Ultimate Team system, and which allow user to more focus on adding a value to the player you have, and change the player style that you want to play. So we'll start talking about those more, which I think is kind of counterpart of what we're talking about the handicap as well.
So what can you tell us more about the Ultimate Team? What's new in the Ultimate Team in FIFA 14?
Yeah, so for FIFA 14 Ultimate Team, we're going to be really focusing on building and to play your play styles, right? And because there's a key to bring your dream team together, and you have your own specific way you want to play. And we want to make sure that user feel the difference according to how you put the team. And we don't think that for FIFA 13 system was not enough to do that. And that's where that we're going to be start having that new system.
Can we carry our own team from FIFA 13 to FIFA 14?
There's no. It's going to be same as like FIFA 12 to 13, right? So we don't create the connections, or you don't play new game next year's game with the same players, but you can still see those players, right? And the album kind of stuff. So that still be remaining same, but because it's got all new stats and new seasons, and so we always want to make sure that it's going to be fresh and new experience, right? And so that's why we don't do that carryover.
In the Xbox at E3 at the Xbox conference, you announced that Xbox One will have exclusive things or DLC for Ultimate Team. Can you tell us what are these exclusive things?
Yes, we will be announcing in the coming days.
At Gamescom?
I would think so,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just want to ask you to wait for a little more.
We will wait.
Yes, yes.
The most feature that I love at FIFA is pressing select and controlling the goalkeeper. In the PlayStation 4, the control doesn't have select. How would we activate that, and how would we press select to control the goalkeeper?
Select goal. So you want to control goalkeeper on the 11v11 or 6v, like online game.
No, in normal head-to-head, or when you play against your friend, you just press select and you'll be able to move your.
Oh yes.
So with the PlayStation 4 controller, we don't have select. We have the touchpad. Would we use the touchpad?
Oh, I see what you mean. We haven't announced how we're going to control that yet, but always vision is to make sure that those fun aspect is not going to be go away because of this new system, right? So I'm sure that we will figure out that the best way to.
Would the PlayStation Vita version of the game would be supported with Arabic? Would it be localized to Arabic? Because last year it didn't have Arabic.
We haven't announced anything yet for Vita, so we will be announcing later.
Right. Yeah. What's new with the online? Last year you introduced the season mode. This year, do you have anything new for
that announcement also coming at the Gamescom?
At Gamescom.
Yes.
Are you gonna change anything about the servers?
Well, there's always looking for improvement for sure. Yes, and we like to hear the feedback from users, and we have a lot of information around that as well. So yes.
Talking about the commentators in the game, usually for us in the Middle East, we're used to one commentator for every match. When we watch a match on TV, it's always one commentator. But with FIFA 14 or FIFA 13 and 12, we had two commentators to talk about the game and do all of that. And most of the players didn't click with that. Would you change that, or have an option to mute one of the commentators and just let one of the commentators commentate over the match?
Yeah, because we have a global system and we follow the same system, so that's why we don't allow to do that. I don't think that's going to change for short term, but if it's something that you really feel that important, then we can definitely start talk about that as well.
Because we've seen that you usually add more commentators for the English version. If we would have an option to, let's say, have another commentator, would you look for that for the next, let's say, for FIFA 15?
Yeah, we always, revisiting what happened for the previous game and try to think about the improvement, right? So if that's the authentic direction that we should go, then we're definitely going to think about that. So.
Last question. Are there any surprises for the Arab fans or the Middle East gamers, and any last word for them?
I don't think there's any surprise other than game will be so much better and so much fun.
So much fun.
Yes.
And do you prefer the next generation version of the game or the current generation, the one that we have here?
Yeah, I've been asked those questions many times as well, but the way I answer is FIFA 14, current generation, next generation is on the same path, right? So there is no huge difference of as far as how you see the game and what's the period of the game and what we are trying to achieve. We really try to bring an emotion of the sports into the game. That won't change, right? The difference is because next generation has more performance, more powers, and more memories, which we can do little more than what we've been doing it. That's really going to be the difference. Yeah.
I'm looking forward for the next generation, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, thank you for waiting.
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, no problem.